Zheng Jiang may very well be the hardest faction to play, as her main goal is to generate infamy, which she can get through winning battles and taking over settlements. The more infamous she gets, however, the more other factions dislike her. Bad diplomatic relations means that other factions are less likely to offer good trade deals, and other factions are more likely to declare war. We're going to make the other factions hate us even more by speedrunning to capture Chang'an. After capturing Chang'an, we then control the puppet Emperor Xian, and that will make the entire Han Empire become our vassal. When they're our vassal, they will start paying us tribute. Playing as Zheng Jiang increases that by 50%, which is then increased even more as we rank up. Bandit starts with an additional 15%, and that bonus is increased to 75% once we attain the rank of Bandit Queen. We begin the run fighting the tutorial battle, which is extremely easy, and we can do this without taking any casualties. If we send just our 2 generals in, their archers will not fire at us, and their general will not attack us for some reason. And so we are able to completely wipe them out without taking any damage at all whatsoever. On that same exact turn, we can keep moving onto the town of Taiyuan. And since our units aren't great in sieges yet, we're just going to delegate this. By delegating this battle, we lose 165. This delegated battle will always cause you to lose 165, assuming that you did not lose any units on the first battle. Before we end turn, we got a few generals doing nothing, but we are paying them per turn. Yin Li is costing us 200, and Kuang is costing us 125. We're going to banish both of them for 800 money each. That gave us 1600, and Kuang is not very happy about it. For each general we banish, we lose 5 satisfaction for 5 turns, bringing him down to 1 satisfaction. If he gets down to 0, he will leave the next turn, but for now he will stay with us. We'll end turn 1 inside the town of Taiyuan, and next we'll move on towards Taiyuan's toolmaker. We'll end turn inside of our borders so we get a little bit of extra replenishment, and we will then attack Taiyuan's toolmaker. Our advisors predict a close victory. We'll delegate this, and we only lose 190, not bad. Kuang does not like our leader Zheng Jiang, which is odd that they would start you with a general that does not like the leader. It gives -10 satisfaction for general discontent to all the rest of our nobles and generals, and overall the guy just pretty much sucks. He's incompetent, so he gains 20% less XP. And so this turn we will banish him, which is going to give us 800 and 365 more per turn. We're then going to dump these hidden axes. They are really expensive and they are okay. Overall though, they just don't really do a whole lot for us. And we need the extra income. And we're also going to drop this archer. Zheng Jiang's upgrade path gives no benefit to archers, so there's no reason to have one in her retinue. And we're going to end turn with this very puny army, which is going to allow us to save a lot of money this turn. There's a lot of RNG to this game, and Zaihu Yuan, the maker of ways, just showed up in my candidates box. First of all, he has his own special armor, which gives him 18 instinct, 68 base armor, 30% block chance, and -15% retinue upkeep. Hands down, that's the best chess piece I've ever seen in the game. He's also got a refined spear. It's second lowest tier quality, a bit better than common. But another really cool thing about him is he's got this ability Blazing Saddles, which I've never seen before. It gives him 100% more melee charge bonus and 50% more charge speed on phase 1. This lasts for 15 seconds, and then I guess he just runs out of energy. Either way though, this guy seems really cool, and this is too unique of an opportunity to pass up on, so we're definitely going to recruit him. Adding him to the army is surprisingly not that expensive. It's 2200, but that includes his retinue of 2 mounted lancers. The very same turn, we're going to hire Lu Zhang as well, and we're going to max out her retinue with archers while giving Zheng Jiang some of these spear guards. 3 spear guards seems to be the magic number, since we no longer need Zun Yu, who is a really decent strategist, but we just do not need him for now, and we really need the extra funds. We took his refined chess piece, and we're going to banish him for an extra 800. This is going to free us up to pick up 1 more spear guard, and now we're going to end turn barely in the green. Zhang Yan wants to give us a non-aggression pact for this Tunic of Divination, and we're going to accept it. The reason being is if we don't take this, I've had about half my playthroughs where he will attack us very soon, and he'll take over my other 2 territories. There's a lot of seemingly random events like Guosi attacking us, which I just did 4 consecutive runs where I could not figure out a way to make Guosi attack us, but he was attacking me every run before. I'm not sure what causes it, but he is currently in our territory. Because we haven't moved, we're getting a mustering replenishment bonus, which is giving us an extra 14% replenishment. One side note, this mechanic mustering actually confused me forever, and basically it just gives you a bonus replenish rate after you recruit units. This bonus only lasts until you move, then it's completely gone from that troop forever. And like you can see, every unit has the bonus except for the G polearm unit that we already had. So we'll end turn inside Taiyuan's toolmaker. I don't know what Guosi's planning, but he did get a bit closer. We're going to end turn again, and this next turn we should be able to replenish to full HP. I just think this is funny because I spent the last hour or so trying to figure out how to get Guosi to attack me, and he's just being so aggressive here when I'm not really expecting him to, and there's no reason for him to. I've tried this where I have a really fat army. I thought that Guosi will not attack us if we have a really fat army, but then I've also tried it where I have like 2 units, and sometimes Guosi will come, sometimes he won't. I really feel like there is some kind of randomness to how he behaves. And the thing is, if he doesn't end up invading us, he goes back to Huidong and he gets a full army. Like right now, each of his generals only have 2 units, but if he gets back to Huidong, each of his generals will have 6. So this is like the best case scenario, and it happened when we picked up this really cool guy from the court, which I was absolutely not expecting. So this is totally awesome, and we're gonna attack Guosi inside his encampment. He did retreat, but we can chase him down. There's a 91% chance to capture Guosi and a 91% chance to capture Liju, as well as a 66% chance to capture Niufu. We can fight this as a night battle, and they lose 15 morale, so they're going to rout a lot easier. With our flaming arrows, we reduce their morale even more, and this mounted lancer is already running. This general is actually almost running too. He's flashing. He's running at like full HP. We captured 2 of them. We didn't capture Guosi though at 91%. We lost, I believe, 80. And this time we're gonna delegate and see what happens. This time we captured all 3 of them, and we only lost 136. We'll employ all 3 of them, and we'll ransom the rest of the troops for 530. Li Ju and Niufu both start with this upgrade Final Rush, which I think is absolutely terrible. They get 50% more speed and charge speed as long as the battle outcome is decided, which means like I think after you've won already, correct me if I'm wrong, but that is not an ability that I could ever see myself getting, and that just makes the decision to banish them that much easier for an extra 800. We won't banish Guosi, however, at least not yet. He has really good traits. Modest gives him minus 15% retinue upkeep and gives him reduced penalty from desire for higher office, which he also gets from being loyal, and he gets 10 extra satisfaction, which is another reason why we don't have to ever promote him. The superstitious trait may randomly trigger superstition events for their owning faction. In my last playthrough, this gave me a unique horse randomly. We ended turn and we're pretty much healed up to full HP. And now we're going to march on towards the city of Huidong. We end turn inside their borders, which is fine because we have plenty of military supplies. We're gaining 18 from characters and 8 from reforms. Next turn, we're closing on the city of Huidong, and though there is a general here, we can siege it. It says it predicts a close defeat, and I'm hoping we did bring enough units. I could have recruited 1 extra spear guard, and I'm hoping that 1 spear guard is not going to be the difference between us winning and losing. We have to spend 1 turn to build a battering ram, and we'll continue siege. I believe they will attack us. If they do attack us, we won't be able to fight a night battle, but they won't be fighting inside their city's defenses. So I would actually kind of prefer if they do attack us. And yeah, they are attacking us on the open field. Advisors do predict we win this, which means that if we do delegate, we should win. I'm going to try to fight it though, and I'm going to see how well we do. It looks like we're just going to straight up fight them on an open field, and it does kind of suck because it's slanting towards us. But there's really not a whole lot we can do about that. We could deploy back here, but it still keeps sloping downwards, which will give them a bit of an edge as it's easier for them to charge us as long as they are going downhill, but we'll just have to deal with it. One thing I did forget about is their reinforcements take a while to get here, and it looks like they're going to charge into us before the reinforcements actually get here. So we're going to try to meet them out as far as we can and take out as many as we can before the reinforcements can meet up with their main army. 2 of their units are already running, and we need to get Zheng Jiang on this general. She can shred them really hard. These spear guards are blinking at full HP, and I think when they do run, we win. Yep, I don't think we lost any archers, did we? They're all at full HP. Yeah, we did not lose a single archer. All of the 370 that we lost, which is a really low number by the way, was from our infantry group and our cavalry group. We'll ransom their troops for 535. And they put a new general in Huidong. The dude barely has any units yet though, and taking out the city should not be too difficult. It does predict a Pyrrhic victory, but I don't think we're going to take that many casualties. They only have 450 left. They don't have trebuchets. And from what I can see, they do not have that many archers. Their garrison has about 90, and this guy has about 70. Pyrrhic victory means that the victory was at too great of cost, meaning that we should lose like at least 500, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. On every side, all of their towers are operational, except this side where they have 1, 2, 3 damage towers and this damage fort tower. I predict we could win this taking maybe like 50 casualties. Their archers are all completely out of arrows and their gate is completely done for. Unfortunately, their commander did die, so we can't capture him. So this is my first monumental F up, and I should have sacked and withdrawn on the city city, or at least looted and occupied, due to the fact that sacking and withdrawing gives 22 infamy, whereas looting and occupying gives 11. Just occupying the city gives 0 infamy, and we really need infamy so we can rank up. There's a ton of reasons that I won't go into for now as to why ranking up is really good. My strategy this playthrough, on top of speedrunning to Chang'an, is I want to try to pick up Lubu again. The only issue is there is some RNG involved, and I had it earlier where Dongzhuo got killed by a random event and Lubu took over their faction, which then means that Lubu cannot join us. And Dongzhuo actually wants to make peace with us. It's just going to cost us Huidong, which is actually not that bad. We'll reject for now though. This event happens randomly, and we can either befriend Zheng Jiang, which gives us 40 diplomatic relations with him, or we can attack him, which all that does is declare war against him. There's literally no negatives as far as I can see to befriending him, at least for now. So we're gonna do that. I've also had it on like turn 6 where he will just attack us and we'll never get that event. Another situation where there is a lot of RNG involved. Peace with Dongzhuo is only gonna cost 14.1, and marriage with Lubu is only gonna cost 24.4. We could actually get Lubu this turn. If we gave him the city of Huidong, that gives us 19.8. We can give him this jade statue. It's really not that great. It does give some morale for melee cavalry, but overall I don't mind departing with it too much. And we can give him these crappy ones as well. If we give him the 3 items, Huidong and 547 per turn for 10 turns, he will take this deal, and we get Lubu. If we do hold out for longer, we could take their trade port, and they would probably be more likely to give us an even better deal. But in that time, Dongzhuo could get killed and Lubu could become the faction leader. Dongmin should be the heir, but for some reason Lubu took over the faction in a playthrough I was doing earlier, and so I'm not going to risk it. We're going to do it. Our old faction heir is Lu Zhang, and she's currently at 26 satisfaction only. You would think being the faction heir would make her really happy. I'm hoping that making Lubu the heir is not going to upset her too much, and yeah, it actually did. She's going to leave us next turn. Is there anything we need to do to prevent this? I don't think so. She's currently at 41 positive satisfaction and 81 negative, which means that we have to give her 40 satisfaction this turn. I don't know how we're going to do that. Maybe like a night in bed with Lubu or something. Or maybe a night in Zaihu Yan's Blazing Saddles might fix that. Unfortunately, that feature has not been added into the game yet. This does also suck because she was giving us night battles, and she also has all of our archers, which are actually pretty upgraded. They got to level 4, which gives them some extra range power and stuff. There's nothing we can do about it. We're going to have to drop this girl. This next play could be a bit questionable as we now no longer have archers and our units are fairly weak, but I think Huidong's garrison is really weak as well. This could be a huge risk though, but it's a risk we're gonna have to take, and we're gonna attack Huidong again. This is going to make Dongzhuo absolutely hate us now even more than he already did, and we become treacherous for breaking deals, which is going to give us a huge penalty to diplomatic relations for 10 turns and a permanent hit of -5 with other factions. Yeah, they only have 83. Okay, that was actually the play. We're gonna have to siege for 1 turn, but they won't replenish because they're under siege, so this should be easy peasy. Dongzhuo got killed the next turn. And like ordinarily his son does take over, like Dongmin has taken over on all my other playthroughs, but I'm just wondering if he had Lubu, if Lubu would have taken over, because last time while I was playing this girl, when that event happened, Lubu became the faction leader. What happens if we delegate this? 260 versus 83. We lose 243. Yikes. This is turn 11 by the way, for anyone who was wondering, and so we got Lubu on turn 10. Okay, here we go. This wall is actually already damaged, and all these towers are damaged as well. They do have some archers, but what I forgot is that this guy has an insane armor piece, which gives him a lot of block chance. And we have to dismount, I think, to get up there. Yeah, here we go. We did win and only lost 11. I could have probably done that without losing any, but 11's fine. And what is Wang Kuang doing over here? We're not at war with him yet, but I feel like next turn we will be. And unfortunately, we cannot get Lubu in here just yet. It's going to cost 10k to do it, and we just quite simply do not have that kind of money. The question now though is, what do we do about Zhang Liao? He's marching towards Huidong, and we actually can't move this turn. Another issue we have going for us is Gao Gan is actually attacking us from behind as well. He's going to take our toolmaker out probably next turn, and Tai Yuan is going to be soon to follow. We do have 7.3k. I'm wondering if there's a way we can get to 10k so we can put Lubu on the field this turn. Like for example, can we just trade Huidong to Wing Kuang? We actually can for 24 points. This means he should give us a lot of money, I think. For 3,000, it's going to cost 33 points. One problem I just realized though is that if we do recruit Lubu, it's going to be costing us 830 per turn. We're so screwed. There's no way out of this. I just found a huge monumental discovery, which is something that for some reason did not occur for me to check. Yuan Shao's territory, Luoyang, actually borders Huidong, and he is actually a lot more rich than Wang Kuang. He'll give us 2820, which is the exact amount we need, on top of 352 per turn for 10 turns, which totals up to be 3.5k. And I forgot to check, but Zheng Jiang will actually offer us a trade agreement, which gives us 313 per turn. All we have to do is give him over a useless wooden ox. So we're now at 10k. I hope that doesn't mean we're exactly at 10k. My math was just completely off. No, okay, I think we're exactly at 10125. If we do pick up Lu Bu here, I'm pretty sure this is going to bring us down to 0. Now the question is, do we recall Zheng Jiang because it's costing us 760 per turn and she's kind of stuck outside our borders for now. This guy as well is costing us 421 per turn. But if we do recall them, then it's going to cost us a lot to put them back on the field. So I'm thinking the play here is we're just going to end turn. We'll pay the extra money per turn to have them on the field. And when they meet up with Lu Bu, we'll get some massive revenge on Gao Gan for messing with us while we're doing other stuff. Toolmaker will go down to 786 is all he has. I should have put Lu Bu here. I didn't think he had only 786. We're gonna fight this out on the field, not because I think we can win, but because I want to wound him as much as possible. I mean, if we did win this, that'd be completely awesome, but there's just no chance. We're gonna use our cavalry to try to distract him a bit, even though I don't think it's gonna work out too well. We're gonna kite this general over to this tower, and it might actually be able to do some damage to him. Although the morale is just not looking too good for this guy. And yeah, they're running. Well, hey, that did distract him a bit, and they're actually almost out of arrows. Ooh, that guy's charge hurts a lot. Yeah, we don't have any pikemen or anything. We definitely lose this one. We took out 164 of them, which definitely is more than the delegate outcome would have given us. Wang Kuang wants to sign a non-aggression pact. Maybe we should do it. We are kind of weak right now. These items really give us absolutely nothing too. Nah, we're not gonna do it. Wang Kuang, you can screw yourself. Wang Kuang declared war on us. We should have signed that non-aggression pact. This is such bad timing. Like, I wasn't thinking he was going to attack this soon. His faction capital is the copper mine of Huidong, but he doesn't have any territories that's actually connected to ours. So I don't know if I can see him coming all the way over here just to attack us when we're not even connected to him. Zheng Jiang did just level up though, and we're going to give her reach. This gives us 25% more campaign movement range. Or we could go for Tenacity of Steel, which is really good for dueling. We're gonna go Reach because I feel like the extra movement range is actually really useful. If we let Lu Bu heal up for one more turn, he'll heal up to full HP. So we'll end turn. And he is now ready to unleash havoc on Gao Gan. We got a bit too close and he's actually still here. So he might attack us this next turn. Advisors predict a close defeat. Well, advisors, apparently you're not factoring in Lu Bu. This is an absolutely ugly battlefield, but we definitely want to fight it up here. We could deploy down that way, but the enemy would get a charge bonus towards us. And the edge of the map is right there. This way there is forest, and we can't really charge into them through forest, but we do have the height advantage. I guess we can just pull them up here, and they are kind of charging uphill a bit. One thing that is cool about paying the 10k for Lu Bu is he does come with these heavy Zilliang cavalry, which do a lot of damage and have a lot of armor. They also are immune to scare effects, they're resistant to fatigue, and they're disciplined. Our bowmen need to take care of their G militia, while Lu Bu can take care of all of their archers by himself. Lu Bu's in some pikemen and some archers. This won't feel too good. Oh yeah. Oh man, it feels good to have Lu Bu back. Holy crap. And it looks like all their units are routing, I think. Yes. Did we capture any of them? Captured Dang Shang. No desire for higher offices. I've actually never seen that. And he has dutiful, reduced penalty from desire for higher office, which doesn't matter because he's gonna have 0 with humble. And he's agile. This guy's actually really good. And he's got Flame of the Phoenix, which is a splash damage attack. And reach. Oh, this guy's actually super good. The thing is, if we do hold on to this guy, we'll have another person with reach, so we can have 2 armies with reach. Zheng Jiang can lead one, and this guy can lead the other. And we brought Zheng Jiang close to this toolmaker. She finally reunited with her husband Lu Bu, and they can take out the toolmaker together. Drop a like in the comments if this is a better love story than Twilight, and we're gonna start this battle. Lu Bu is so happy he has a close relative on the battlefield, which gives him 10 more morale. Even though Lu Bu is such a beast that his morale never goes below 100. Zheng Jiang's morale actually does though, and she benefits from the 10 morale. Zhang Jiang's army was marching, and she starts the battle fresh because she is immune to fatigue. She never feels fatigue at all. That's a good thing too, because she's gonna really need that tonight with Lu Bu. But the rest of her army is very tired since she was marching before this battle. I think after a while that debuff will go away. Or maybe not. I waited for a good 8 minutes of battle time and they're still very tired. Usually when they do tire out, if you just let them sit for a bit, the tiredness will go away. But it's looking like that's not going to be the case here. Either way, we'll let our spear guards get a bit close and tank the arrow fire with this circle formation. Oh, I see. It's going to be hard not to kill this general. He has a freaking death wish. And their general actually did not get killed this time, which was surprising because he ended the battle with 43 morale. Surprised he actually gave up. Do we capture him though? That's the question. Oh, he actually died. Alright, well after letting the army rest for a few turns and giving Lu Bu some time to make an heir, which by the way, if they don't create the ultimate warrior with Lu Bu's insane amount of instinct and her insane amount of resolve, this game is completely busted. Like that child is going to have alien level genetics. We're going to move on towards Wang Kuang's capital. We aren't replenished to full, but our replenish rate is just so bad that we can't afford to waste any more time. In this next turn, we can march all the way over to this copper mine. The extra 25% movement range is insane. And Wang Kuang's main army is actually here. It's looking pretty weak, and even though he will replenish a bit next turn, I think we can still take him out. His main army is actually gone, which is really good because they have 962 units here. We only have 646. If his main army was here, I don't know if we could have won this. Like, our advisors are already predicting a Pyrrhic victory, meaning that it's going to be really close. I really do heavily dislike this mine layout though. We have to charge uphill into their towers. When we do get near this set of towers, these towers will now attack us. First off, we're just going to have these guys charge in, and they're going to take a ton of damage. But we just need to take this capture point as soon as we can, and we'll drop a little rage on them. Oh, goodness gracious. Zheng Jiang is really low, which is not great, but I don't think she can get killed here. I am kind of worried about this guy though. I think he can get killed. I'm going to pull him back. Zheng Jiang has been defeated. And Lu Bu goes berserk, which gives him 70% more melee damage and armor piercing damage, as well as an extra 40% on top of that, and he healed up to full. He is not happy at all about that one. Ooh. They actually took this capture point back, which is not good, but they are all so clumped up. A lot of them are actually about to run. This is really good. Oh yeah, they all ran. Okay, we need to get out of here fast because the towers are still hitting us from the other side. Zheng Jiang should not be dead here, and I think she's actually going to heal up to full HP after that. Yeah, she's wounded for 3 turns, so if she does get killed again in those next 3 turns, then she will be killed. But as long as she just survives for 3 turns, she's good. And that gave her a full heal back. I didn't realize, but Zai Yuan also does have a resilience buff. And Lu Bu of course does have it. So we can actually let these guys get killed and then they'll heal up after the battle as long as they don't have the injury. If that enemy general was there, we definitely would not have been able to take this. I think they would have had more morale too with the enemy general there. So I'm just glad he wasn't there and we're gonna occupy it. What is he doing here? He set up an encampment outside of the mine when, like, I'm pretty sure he saw me last turn. This girl's actually gonna be gone for 1 turn. I kind of forgot about that part. But when she does get back, she will be full HP, and we'll just heal up for this turn. I'm pretty sure Wang Kuang will attack us.
Take up arms, for we come for
Okay,
you.
Yuan Shao is now coming for us. Zhang Yan's got our back though. Everyone that's declared war on us, he's declared war on them. This dude thinks he can run, but I'm pretty sure we can chase him down this turn. Actually, never mind. We're not gonna be able to make it. I haven't really been talking to you guys about reforms because I haven't really gotten anything that's been benefiting us. Standing armies, however, is super good. 10% more replenishment. And I talked about this in my last playthrough, but I rushed this pretty much no matter what. Our replenish rate currently before that was 8%. With this new reform, it goes up to 18%, essentially meaning that our troops are replenishing 18% of their HP per turn. Wang Kuang retreated into this guy's territory, and I'm wondering if we can catch up to him. I think we can. Oh, he ran away. I set up an encampment. Okay, he's done for. Finally. We have no chance of capturing Wang Kuang. It has 79% chance of capturing Han Hao. We have to charge through towers, and I'm going to put the entire army on this side, and I'm going to put these 3 behemoths on this side, and I don't think they're going to reinforce it at all. We're going to let Zai Yuan tank these towers, and we might actually just let him get killed here so we can replenish up to full. Alright, so we took out these towers very easily, and they still have not even come over here to even see what happened. We're taking over their settlement, and they don't even care. This is going to be a big morale hit to them too if we do capture it. We're going to have this guy just distract and he's going to go out in a blazing saddle. Maybe not yet actually. I think when he does die, these guys will regen to full HP. So we should maybe let them take a little bit more damage. We need to just kill Wang Kuang. We have a 0% chance of capturing him anyways. Screw him. Oh, he died and they went berserk. Zheng Jiang did. Lu Bu doesn't care at all. He doesn't like him. Zheng Jiang gets 100% more damage though since he's an Oathsworn, and 25% more melee evasion. And Wang Kuang's actually coming back for more. We didn't kill him. Oh, nope, he's gone. It says we did lose 1 unit, but it was just this general. And we did capture Han Hao, who is weak, and we'll banish Han Hao for being too weak. And just like I said, Lu Bu did create an heir. Here's the baby Zheng Lu, who for some reason is a commander. How does this make a commander? Can we just banish him already? I'm just kidding. A commander could be good, depending on what stats he has and his traits and stuff. The question now is, do we resume our goal of taking Chang'an from Dongmin? Or do we attack Yuan Shao, who is a bit closer and does have a farmland really close? I feel like if we do go over and attack Dongmin, Yuan Shao is pretty likely to backstab us. If we do want to take on Yuan Shao and try to brute force their large city, I'm thinking we're going to need more units. If we give Guosi units, he has modest, so his retinue upkeep is reduced by 15%. We'll give him a few of these spear guards. They're just pretty good all-around units. And he has a buff that gives spear infantry 10% more armor. I think 2 extra is enough. That will make us lose 228 per turn. Our next turn, we might be able to attack this farmland. Oh yeah, easy. And they actually have 1,322 units. These guys are not messing around. This farmland is pretty upgraded. Medium spear infantry too. I was just thinking that like our replenish rate is so high now that I don't even care if we lose that many units. Shield wall U. Or formation or whatever. Formation U. Whatever they're shooting at, I'll just put it in a formation.
Enemy unit flees.
Yep, that one's already fleeing. That one's fleeing. Spear warriors. I don't like spear warriors. Boom. That's what Lu Bu has to say about spear warriors. We did lose 300 plus units, but look at this freaking replenish rate though. It's going to take 2 turns until they're fully replenished, and they're not even inside the town. This item, Common Water Clock, gives 3% replenishment, and it doesn't say to what, but I'm pretty sure it applies to the entire army, as long as she is the commander. If she's not, we only get 28%. We can siege Hanai this turn, and it has Yuan Shao's actual leader there. They have 2,000, and we have only around 1,400. That doesn't seem right. I guess a lot of our units are cavalry. Quality over quantity, I guess. I think we can do this. We're going to build siege equipment. They might just attack us the first turn and make it so we don't have to fight in the city. Okay, who is that? What? He has a whole nother army on deck, and he's got a lot of units. 3,300 units against our 1,400. We could pull a retreat. I think that's probably the best play here. Let's fight this though. I want to see if I can win. Their main army is going to be in this circle, and they have reinforcements coming from this side, but they also have reinforcements coming from behind us, which is actually good because our reinforcements are also coming from this side, which means we can just set up our troops right along this side and demolish these reinforcements as soon as they come into play. I need to be really careful with the cavalry as well. I can't afford to lose units unnecessarily here. And like, for example, this retinue has a lot of spearmen. The only thing I have to counter that are archers and just spearmen of my own. Here comes a mighty rage.
Know my fury.
This is gonna be nasty. Oh yeah, that almost completely destroyed 2 retinues by itself. Another rage should have just finished these guys off. Oh yeah, they're done. We completely destroyed that set of reinforcements, and I think we only lost like 300 max. Our generals are also relatively healthy. Zhao Yan is at half HP, but Lu Bu and his waifu are still around 75%. Their archers are trying to hit us through trees, and we get 25% range resist against them, which is really helpful. They're just kind of wasting their arrows for now. What I realized is that they have reinforcements coming in from behind, so we gotta rush these guys quick before they get here, which they're already here, kinda. We need to take out all those archers. They're really annoying. Lu Bu can do that, and his waifu, I think, can solo Yuan Shao. Let's get a single archer rage. Ooh, that was a really good one actually. I was not expecting to hit that many archers because they were fleeing. It's really hard to kind of aim that ability. One of our generals routed, which is not great. I was counting on him to get killed in the battle, so Zheng Jiang would enrage. Looks like we're not going to be getting that enrage though. So we're just going to have to make do. Lu Bu still has a lot of HP left, so he can afford to take quite a bit of damage. Took a bit of damage there. They took out pretty much 2 pikemen. They're blinking, so like they're pretty likely to run. There's not a lot of pikemen left that we have to take out. Like, this is totally doable. We have this HP bar from Lu Bu, and then we have a whole nother one left with an enrage, which is going to make him do more damage. They do still have a general left though, which is kind of spooky, and he did enrage because we killed Yuan Shao. He was also kind of a beast too. He's level 4 general. Get a good rage here. Oh, that was pretty good. One more rage, and both these G militias should run. The spear guard might not, but when they do run, we can send in Zheng Jiang and Guosi to mop them up and just make them perma run. Here we go, big rage. This is gonna be a huge one actually. Oh yeah, He hit all 3 of them. That one's perma-routed. They're all perma-routed. Okay, there's still a lot of units left, actually. I didn't see all of this, but like this is all they have for sure. Like this is it. And none of them are... Oh, 104 spear guards. That is not looking good. Yuan Shao is actually kind of a beast too. Like he's got this hardened iron shell. And what are you guys doing? You're a little bit ahead of your army. These saber cavalry don't do much. Yep, they're perma-routed. Maybe we can 3v1 this general really fast. Like he's not near their spear guards at all. This could be really good. He just took a bunch of damage. Lu Bu might spear him a little bit. Yep, nice spear by Lu Bu. Binding Fury on their general and Rage of Lu Bu. Oh, she fell. Okay, Lu Bu's enraged. He's gonna take out Wang Shao really fast, I think. Yep, he's running. Okay, that's really good. And Archer's running. Now it's just these freaking spear guards. We'll just rage on them. Big rage. It's not casting it. I guess there's a tree in the way. Man, he was taking so much damage while he was just not casting rage there. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Spear guards are perma-routed, I think, maybe soon. They're so low. Yep, there they go, perma-route. Do they have anything left? Like, I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, this general came back. Yuan Shao wants some more. Dude, this is like the end when the villain comes back and he's like, I haven't had enough. When you think he's gone. Oh, he gets near Lu Bu and he's like, oh, we won that, no way. I was expecting to have like more units pop out of nowhere. Like, there's no way we just won that, dude. They lost 2,800. We just got 2K from that. We captured Yuan Shao. We can't even employ him, but we can execute him for the Master Craftsman, I guess. Is that all he has? He has this really good armor piece, but you can't take the armor piece. I mean, this thing's exceptional. It's his best item that we can take, I guess. It's freaking Yuan Shao, though. You'd expect he had like a good weapon or something. I guess he doesn't need a good weapon if he just vassalizes everyone. Well, bye-bye Yuan Shao. We are not releasing this guy for 500. Screw that. Yuan Shao will not join us, unfortunately, but he does have this hardened iron shell, which is a really good chest piece. 70 armor base, that's a lot. You do lose some speed, but it's really good for like a tanky character. I do wish he would join us as his traits are pretty decent. We'll execute you, my friend. And Chang Pao saw we were not messing around by the fact that we executed 2 of their generals. Dude has charge reflect, which is cool. So if he gets charged, then he reflects that damage. He also has brilliant, which gives ammo for all of our units and minus ammo for all enemy units. He also got maimed in that battle too, so he has -4 expertise and -5% melee damage. Either way, we're gonna employ him for now, and we'll ransom the rest of the troops for 1K. Lu Bu's army can't replenish because we're currently sieging, and so I think we just attack the city this turn. We don't have many units, but Zheng Jiang is full HP now. They only have 267. That's not bad. And if we attack from this side, it is completely damaged. The only thing we have to worry about is this arrow tower. We put our main army all the way over on this side, and when we start, yeah, most of their units are on that side. They do have a couple archers over here, and their archers are finally firing at us, but they're not doing that much damage. These guys are definitely going to be able to make it in with the battering ram. And the gate's completely done. We're just going to ignore all the archers, and we're going to blitz straight towards the victory point. Okay, what's his name got defeated, and Zheng Jiang is now enraged. 100% more melee damage. Alright, can you run Chang Li's? No, you actually won't run because you have Unbreakable. We could actually do this while keeping this guy alive. We did capture their victory point, and we just need to hold out for 200 seconds. And once we get up to 200 victory points, I believe we automatically win. Yep, we won. And they're perma-routed. This guy's not even routed, but we won anyways. Of course, we killed them. We got 686 plus. We'll take the city. It's a large city though. We could loot and occupy it, and that will give us a lot of infamy. If we sack and withdraw, we'll even get way more infamy actually. And on top of that, we do get 8K, which is nice. The settlement level will be reduced. We'll have to repair all the buildings. We'll loot and occupy for the 14 infamy. I think that's the play. It lost 40% of its population versus 20. And repairing actually only costs 880. That's not bad. 490, 294, 220, and 247. Once we finish repairing all these buildings, I think we're going to be generating more money. Yuan Shao declared war on us after we gave you that territory earlier, bro. Did you see what happened to your brother, Yuan Shao? Who, by the way, is Yuan Shao's rival. He should be thanking us for that. Let's go, baby. Lu Bu is getting it in. Another son born. He is a freaking maniac. And it's not a loser commander. It's a vanguard, just like his daddy. I think we'll just cast this commander baby out like the abomination he is, like they did in 300. Freaking Dongmin, of course, has to send his entire army over and try to take out our toolmaker while we're out doing stuff. And we're going to end turn right on their border. And next turn, we can take out their small city of Yi. I think this is actually a really good spot to end the video. Like, I don't want to ruin the high of just absolutely demolishing that battle where I think we were outnumbered, like, what was it, 3-1? Not to mention that was was Yuan Shao's main army, and we actually captured him and killed him there. In the next episode, we'll take out Zhu Yu, who is got a pretty fat army, but he's really low HP. We then might sweep back towards Yingchuan, take Liu Yang and Huidong as well, kind of just depending on what Dongmin decides to do. The end goal is of course to take Chang'an, but we're really not in a rush, and we're just going to kind of go with the flow of this playthrough. One thing I almost forgot about, and yeah, you guys can see all the saves. I've deleted a lot of saves too. These are just the ones that I haven't deleted yet. These are all separate playthroughs because on Legendary, it only saves one time. The main thing I almost forgot to do was to tell you guys what happened with Yuan Shao's playthrough. So this was currently a bit into the recording for what should have been the follow-up video to my last one. Lu Bu got completely blindsided, and we were about to take this guy out, and he had this guy just hiding. They have 4,100 units, and Lu Bu just simply cannot win this. These guys aren't even the guys that I was fighting. They just ended up backstabbing me at the very end. The main armies we were fighting was Liu B's army, where he actually has 2 armies. Yuan Shao then came over with 2 armies, and we're gonna lose Chang'an like pretty much no matter what. I'm feeling pretty good about this playthrough and just in general on like how the video turned out. If you guys liked it and you want to see part 2 ASAP, then drop a like. If the video doesn't get that many likes, then I'll just assume you guys want to see a league video or something. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Or I will see you guys on my stream tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST. I got some random stuff planned and it might be a good time, who knows. I did get a new streaming PC and I'm going to try to stream at least once a week. If you guys are bored and have any extra free time, then feel free to drop by.